right, thanks for joining us. So Monday night called for some good basketball in the Valley as Battle Mountain High boys basketball took on Middle Park at home in Edwards. Sitting at 1-6 on the season, Battle Mountain boys basketball was looking to turn their year around with a win over Middle Park. Battle Mountain moving the ball after a full court press is applied early in the game by Middle Park. Bo Suman takes the ball to the rack and lays it in for the Huskies' first 2 points of the game. Battle Mountain now back with the ball, and it finds its way to senior Cooper Skidmore, who places it gracefully in the basket for another Huskies 2 points. Middle Park now looking to answer, and Luke Pop lays it in for the Panthers' first points of the night. Huskies now back with it and moving it around the arc. Skidmore will head to the paint, catch the ball in traffic, put it up off the glass for another Huskies 2. The senior making his presence felt early in the game. Battle Mountain back with the ball, heading the other way. Max McFarland will catch this one on the perimeter, shoot the 3 ball, and it's good for the Huskies. Battle Mountain playing some solid organized basketball in front of their home crowd early in the game. Middle Park will hang around though as Joey Gagnon makes the long 2 to give the Panthers 4 points in the game, but Battle Mountain will take flight and on offense as the Huskies find Kits Petrovsky alone in the corner for 3. Charlie Strach on the court, passes, then makes a break for it to the basket where he puts it off the glass for another Huskies 2. Then the Huskies will get a nice mid-range jumper to drop in from Jackson Wansley. Battle Mountain came to play as they show out strong at home against Middle Park. So we actually had 2 games at Battle Mountain Monday evening as the boys team took on Middle Park, but the girls team also took on Middle Park, and we have those highlights from the girls game now. With only 2 wins on the season, Battle Mountain High girls basketball was looking to pick up a 3rd before entering Christmas break. Aubrey Hansen of Middle Park will get the rock next to the basket, put it up off the glass, and that drops in for a Panthers bucket. Middle Park now working together, moving the ball around the court. It finds its way to Lily Ragnar, who shoots the jumper from mid-range and knocks it down for the Panthers. Battle Mountain now on the attack. The ball will find its way to Ellie Glendingling, who drops it in smooth as silk for the Huskies. Middle Park now back with the ball. They swing it around the court, but it's picked off by Alessandra Caballero, who banks it in off the glass for the Huskies. Middle Park back with the ball. They'll set up the corner 3 for Ragnar, and she'll knock it down for the Panthers with little trouble. Ashley Rodriguez will help the Huskies out on this drive to the basket, and Glendingling will secure the bucket, and Battle Mountain will escape a close game with Middle Park as they knock off the Panthers 44-43 in Edwards. Staying in the town at Edwards, but heading over to Vail Christian, the boys basketball team was sitting at 2-3 on the year and looking to beat Meeker at home. After falling on Tuesday to Buena Vista, Vail Christian boys basketball was looking to bounce back with a win at home over Meeker. Jace Mobley gets the rebound for the Cowboys and takes it the other way. He'll stop on the arc and knock down the 3 ball for Meeker. Cowboys off to a 29-4 lead in the second quarter over the Saints. Later on, it's the Cowboys moving the ball around, and they'll get it inside the paint to Jonathan Fitzgibbons, who's going to knock it down off the glass. Meeker came to play today. Vail Christian trying to get going, but Jack Pryor will have his shot blocked, and it's taken the other way. Ethan Quinn will go coast to coast and score off the glass for the Cowboys to extend their lead. At the other end, Vail Christian will try their luck again. This time, Pryor plays with more strength in the paint, puts it up off the glass, and that drops in for the Saints. Vail Christian trying everything they can to get back into this game, but it won't be enough as Meeker hands the Saints their 4th loss of the season. Well, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here as last Thursday, the Back Bowls at Vail Resort opened for the public. Here's more information. Vail Mountain opened its original Back Bowls, Sundown Bowl and Sun Up Bowl. Known for their vast and inspiring terrain, the first of Vail Mountain's 7 legendary back bowls whisk guests into an unparalleled natural environment. Legendary for a reason, Vail Mountain's 7 legendary back bowls have been exciting for guests for more than 60 years. Sunup Express and High Noon Express are also now open. Early season conditions with marked and unmarked obstacle exits. Staying on the snow, but heading over to Keystone Resort, we got some interesting news as the world's largest mountaintop snow fort open to the public. Located at the top of the River Run Gondola at an elevation of over 11,600 feet, this year's fort is even bigger than the previous made last year at Keystone. The fort reaches a height of 35 feet and covers a quarter acre. The fort took 2 weeks of round-the-clock work to complete the build, which features an ice cave, slides, tunnels, and ice sculptures that are apparently larger than life, so you may want to check those out. The public is allowed to use the fort every day during operating hours by taking the gondola to the Durkham summit, and visitors will need an Epic Pass, Keystone lift ticket, or Scenic Gondola foot passenger ticket for access. The fort will be open as long as snow conditions allow it, and last year they were saying around April is the time that wrapped up. So if you want to check it out, just make sure you go before April. Well, CU football may have not wrapped up their season as we would have liked to see, but certain players stood out on that team, and one in particular really made some noise this season. Colorado's sophomore wide receiver and cornerback Travis Hunter was named the recipient of the 2023 Paul Hornum Award, which was announced by the Louisville Sports Commission Wednesday. Hunter has been deemed one of the most dynamic players of the modern era as he successfully played both sides of the ball at the FBS level in a Power 5 conference, which I definitely was shocked to see while watching him play this season, but he's impressive. Hunter did miss 3 games this season due to the injury he sustained against Colorado State in Week 3 at Folsom Field, but he still played the most snaps of any regular season college football player in the FBS. Hunter is the first player in the last 25 seasons with 50-plus receptions and 3 or more interceptions. The only comparable season to Hunter's comes from Georgia's Champ Bailey back in 1998 when he had 47 receptions for 744 yards and 5 touchdowns offensively, along with 3 interceptions on defense. It was a blast watching Hunter play this year at Folsom Field, and I assume he'll only get better and even more involved in the game when next season rolls around, so stay tuned for that. Some other honors to mention: Trey Taylor of Air Force was the recipient of the 2023 Jim Thorpe Award, which is given to the best defensive back in all of college football, and we have more on Taylor's award for you right now. Taylor is the first ever Thorpe Award recipient from Air Force and only the second Falcon to win a major college football award. Taylor led overall ballots as a 47% first place vote favorite, with an average rank winning by only .12 to the runner-up in the nationwide voting. A first-team All-Mountain West selection at safety, Taylor contributed 71 tackles, 3 interceptions, 4 passes broken up, and a first career touchdown. He recorded tackles for loss in 4 games this season for the Falcons, making this his best season yet at Air Force. Taylor posted a Pro Football Focus grade of 82.6 and was credited with allowing just 18 receptions on 31 targets for an average of 10.1 yards per reception. He proved to be a leader for the Falcons this season by also being honored with this year's Defender of the Nation Award, which is given to a college football player from one of the nation's service academies based on exceptional leadership qualities on and off the field. Air Force would go on to have an 8-4 season. The Falcons lost their last 4 games straight, which took them out of contention for a Mountain West Conference title, but good enough to earn them a postseason game. They'll match up with 24-ranked James Madison, who's coming off a great regular season in just their second year in the FBS since moving up from the Football Championship subdivision just a season ago. The two will be matching up in the Armed Forces Bowl, and kickoff between Air Force and JMU is slated for December 23rd at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage here in the Valley and beyond. We'll see you next time.